Hello students, welcome you all once again. In this class, we are going to learn about isomerism in complex compounds. Okay, in this class presently, we are going to learn about isomerism in complex compounds. First, let us see what complex or coordination isomers are. Okay, so the complex compounds which have same molecular formulae but have different physical and chemical properties are called as complex isomers or coordination isomers. What are complex isomers, students? The complex compounds which have same molecular formulae but different physical and chemical properties, we call them as complex or coordination isomers, and the phenomenon is said to be complex isomerism or coordination isomerism. Clear? The complex compounds which have same molecular formulae but possess different physical and chemical properties. What do we call them? We call them as complex or coordination isomers. And that phenomenon is said to be complex isomerism or coordination isomerism. Okay. Now, the isomerism in complex or coordination compounds is mainly divided into two types. What are those two types, students? The first one is structural isomerism and the second one is stereoisomerism, which can also be called as space isomerism. Okay, so the two types of isomerism in complex compounds are structural isomerism and the second one is stereo or space isomerism. First, let us learn or look into the first type of isomerism, that is structural isomerism. How do we define structural isomerism? It is the isomerism in which isomers differ in their structure without reference to space is called as structural isomerism. What is structural isomerism? The isomerism in which isomers, they differ in their structure without any reference to space. Okay, such isomerism we call it as structural isomerism. Under this again there are 5 types. Okay, structural isomerism is further divided into 5 types. What are they? First one is polymerization isomerism. The first type of structural isomerism is polymerization isomerism. So first let us see what polymerization isomers are. Polymerization isomers are nothing but the complex compounds which have same empirical formula but different molecular weights. Here we can also say that different in the size of smallest units. The complex compounds which have same empirical formula but which differ in the size of smallest units are called as polymerization isomers, and the phenomenon is called as polymerization isomerism. And this is not a true or real isomerism. Why? Because here it is given that the complex compounds having same empirical formula but different molecular weights. Anything you can mention, students? You can write it as the complex compounds having same empirical formula but differ in the size of smallest units. Like this also you can write. And also the complex compounds having same empirical formula but different molecular weights. Like this also you can write. Okay. So you can write in either of these two ways. So such compounds we call them as polymerization isomers, and that phenomenon we call it as polymerization isomerism. Look at the example given here, then you will understand it clearly. The examples given here are PTNH3 twice Cl2, which we call it as diamine dichloroplatinum 2. Okay, you all know that there are two NH3 groups and two chloro groups. And these are the ligands around the central metal atom, that is platinum. Its oxidation state, if you determine, it will be 2. Okay. So therefore we named it as diamine dichloroplatinum 2. Its polymerization isomer PtNH3 4 times PtCl4. Look at the difference between these two complexes. All are in double. Platinum 2 are there, NH3 4 are there, Cl4 are there. Okay, so these two we call them as polymerization isomers. And the second example, the polymerization isomer, that is PtNH3 4 times PtCl4, we call it as tetraamine platinum 2 tetrachloroplatinate 2. Okay, so if you observe in this example, the smallest unit is PtNH3 twice Cl2. Okay, so when platinum and ligands are double, what do we get? We get PtNH3 4 times PtCl4. Okay, and the empirical formula of both these complexes will be PtNH3 twice Cl2. Okay, students. So such isomerism, we call it as polymerization isomerism. Okay. So similarly, one more example I have quoted here. CONH3 thrice, NO2 thrice. Okay. So what would be its polymerization isomer? CONH3 6 times, CONO2 6 times. Okay, so these two are polymerization isomers. What is the smallest unit in these two complexes? CONH3 thrice and O2 thrice is the smallest unit. And the empirical formula of both the complexes will be CONH3 thrice and O2 thrice. Okay, so clear, students? So the definition of polymerization isomerism is the complex compounds having same empirical formula but they differ in the size of the smallest units. Such complex compounds, we call them as polymerization isomers, and the phenomenon is called polymerization isomerism. Okay, so learn the example clearly, then you will understand what polymerization isomerism is. Okay, moving on to the second type of isomerism. Second type of isomerism is ionization isomerism. Okay, what is the second one, students? Ionization isomerism. The isomers which have same composition but liberate or produce different ions when they are in solution are called as ionization isomers, and the phenomenon is called ionization isomerism. Okay, so what is the definition of ionization isomerism? First, you should write down what ionization isomers are. What are they, students? The isomers which have same composition, but when they are in solution, if they produce different ions, then such isomers we call them as ionization isomers. Look at the example given here. CONH3 5 times, Br SO4 and CONH3 5 times SO4 Br. Have you noticed the difference between these two complexes, students? First one, CONH3 5 times Br. So this is the coordination sphere and SO4 is the ionizing sphere. In the second example, CONH3 5 times SO4. This is the coordination sphere and Br is the ionizing sphere. Okay, so they have same composition to look, but they produce different ions when they are in solution. So first one we call it as pentaamine bromo cobalt 3 sulfate. Second one we call it as pentaamine sulfato cobalt 3 bromide. So let us see the ions produced by these two complexes when they are in solution. The first one, CONH3 5 times BrSO4 in solution, it produces the ions CONH3 5 Br plus 2 plus SO4 minus 2. Okay. Now, second one, CONH3 5 times SO4 Br when in solution produces the ions CONH3 5 times SO4 plus Br minus. Okay. So have you noticed the difference between these two complexes, students? So such isomers we call them as ionization isomers which possess same composition but when they are in solution produce different ions. Okay, and this isomerism, it arises due to the exchange of ions between coordination sphere and the ionizing sphere. You know what coordination sphere is and what ionizing sphere is. Okay, so in the previous classes, we have learned what coordination sphere is and ionizing sphere. So don't miss any of my classes or videos, students, because from the beginning, so topic by topic, I am doing all the videos. Kindly watch all the previous videos so that it will be easy for you to follow. Okay, so in this we have learned two types of structural isomerism. In the next class, I will be teaching you the rest three types of structural isomerism. Okay, so go through and watch the complete video and learn these two types perfectly. Okay, thank you.